What's good? It's Postman, Liveoffbeats.com. First, let me say this: like, comment, subscribe, and all that type of shit you're supposed to do on a YouTube video. Real quick, if you're a music producer and you're trying to figure out why my sales isn't, where they need to be, how do I increase my sales, multiply my sales as far as your beats online, this video right now, I'm going to give you some game on how to do that. So most producers, when they ask me that question, the first question I ask is very simple. Okay, I have a very simple question I ask. How many beat plays did you get? Let me make sure my mic is not, excuse me if you hear, I don't want you to hear all kind of stuff. So how many beat plays did you get in this past week, right? So if I say how many beat plays you get this past week, they go to their beat stars or their Airbit account and they say, oh, well, I didn't get no beat plays. So I say, well how do you expect to get beat sales? And that's like the first, and that's when you see a light bulb go off in them because it never really occurred to them that, well, if you're not getting any beat plays, how are artists going to know to purchase your beats? How are you going to get these sales? It's like if you go into a store and there's nobody in there, okay? And then there's nobody in there from morning to night, the store closes, and then the owner goes, well, why am I not making money? Well, you know what I'm saying? Why am I not making sales? Well, there's nobody in the store. Like, how is anybody going to even have the opportunity to buy something if nobody's there? And then it's interesting because a lot of times what you'll do is you'll question, well, is my beats good enough and all this type of stuff. I'm like, well, it had nothing to do with that. You don't know. Nobody's listening to them, right? You don't have any type of, traffic. And so one of the misconceptions is like, okay, if I upload my beats on the internet, right? If I upload them, then magically sales are going to come in. But I tell producers, if you upload them to BeatStars or you upload them to Airbit, that's just a glorified cloud, hard drive, right? It's just a hard drive. If you're not getting people that are listening to them, essentially just another hard drive that you're uploading, and now you're paying $20 a month for that hard drive, right? Or $10 a month for that hard drive, where you can just put them on your computer and just let them sit there for free, right? So essentially, you don't want to turn these beat players with all this power and stores into just a hard drive. So in order to make it to where it's not just a hard drive, what you want to do is you want to take your beat player, your beat store, and get artists to them. So first thing we want to track is our beat plays. How many beat plays am I getting? Because that lets us know, am I even getting an opportunity to make money? So if the answer is, okay, my beat plays is not there, right? I'm not getting enough beat plays to make sales, then the question is, how do I get more beat plays? So the whole focus, right? And I believe that what you focus on expands. That's my mentor taught me, and I really believe that. So now the whole focus is not on sales, because you don't have anybody to sell to yet. So the focus is on, how do I get beat plays? How do I get artists to this beat site? How do I get them to even listen to this beat play? Because see, if you raise your beat plays, then the sales are going to go up automatically, right? If your beats are good or decent or whatever, right? Because just for the simple fact, if I got 1,000 people into this store, somebody's going to buy something, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Because they wouldn't even come in the store if they weren't interested in something that's in here. So we have to get people to your store. So the question is now, well, how do I get people to my store? Now, first of all, if you got the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint, then you already know. You got Facebook ads, you got YouTube ads, you got YouTube organic. It's a tons of way to get targeted traffic, right? Get artists to your beat store. And I want to be very clear about this. Now, if you don't have the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint, real quick, I'll put the link down there so you can go get the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint. It's the best damn course. It says Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint. I mean, that's exactly what it is. If you need to learn to sell beats on the internet, start from scratch. I'm going to show you on my screen how to do that. Now, commercial out the way. Let's get back to the topic. Now, if you put all your focus on how to get beat plays, your beat sales are going to increase. So when we talk about beat plays, we're not just talking about anybody, right? We have to be targeted. They have to be the type of artists that are most likely to buy your beats. So when we say beat plays, it doesn't mean that you go get a bot to just play your beats. That's not going to get sales, okay? Or let's say for me, we do R&B beats, right? And so if we went and got a bunch of trap artists to listen to my beats and the plays go up, then it doesn't matter because they're not going to buy what I'm selling because they're not interested in R&B beats. They're looking for trap beats. So the main distinction, too, is that they have to be what we call targeted traffic. These are people and artists that are most likely to buy what it is you're selling. So they have to be the type of artist that would buy that beat. I go back to my age-old story that I'm sure some of you producers are tired of hearing if you've been with us for a while. But if it's new to you, good. This is going to be a new story. So way back before many producers were even online selling beats, I had a good name online. And this was back in maybe 2008, 2007 when SoundClick was still buzzing, right? And you would buy ads on SoundClick and you would be able to get some money. You know, you get a bunch of beat plays on their SoundClick player and then you get a lot of sales. That was the game then. You know, it's changed now, but that's what it was then. And so I had a producer who was like, hey man, I followed your advice, okay? And I got a bunch of beat plays, right? But I don't got 0 sales. And he had like tens of thousands of beat plays. So I'm like, you got 10,000 beat plays and his beats were dope. So I'm like, something's wrong here. So I said, okay, well, where did you advertise, what section did you advertise your beats in? He goes, well, I advertised them, he was making hip hop beats. He said, I advertised them in the jazz section. And I said, well, why would you advertise in the jazz section? He said, well, because it was cheaper and I figured that a lot of producers weren't advertising in that section, so I would get a lot more plays. And I said, yeah, you did get a lot of plays, but these are people who are interested in jazz music. So they're not gonna buy your rap beats, you know what I'm saying? So he got all the plays, he advertised on SoundCloud, got all the plays, but they were in the jazz section. That's why he wasn't selling no beats. So it wasn't that, you know, it's not just arbitrary plays, it was the fact that, you know, you have to have artists that are most likely to buy what you're selling. Now that's a real example that really happened, and it's an extreme example. Like, if you're advertising the jazz section and you're selling hip hop beats, clearly that's a mismatch, right? So you're not gonna sell. So I know that you're probably more advanced than that, but that's just to show you, you know, it's the same type of thing. How specific can we get to target our particular artists? Because if I get 100 artists that are R&B artists online right now, 100, and they come to my site and I say, I make R&B beats, like LMI type of beats, and I get 100 people that go to my site knowing that that's what I sell, I'm gonna get more people to buy than you can get 1,000 to your beat site and you just say, hey, I make beats, right? You can get 1,000 people, artists there, but some of those artists may be pop artists, some of those artists may be R&B artists, some of those artists may be trap artists, some of them artists may be looking for East Coast beats, West Coast beats, old school beats, boom bap beats. So you have a whole bunch of different type of artists coming there that aren't exactly looking for what you have to sell. So I would rather get 100, what we call laser targeted artists that know what I sell, are only coming because they know that they are going to get what it is they're looking for. And that's called qualifying, you know, pre-qualifying. You ever heard that term? Like, if you ever, you know, go get a credit card, they say you've been pre-qualified or some bullshit like that. You know, it's just a mass, you know, advertisement, but they use that term pre-qualify. And so that means that when you pre-qualify these artists, before they even click your link, before they even go to your Facebook ad, you let them know, like, hey, this is for this type of artist. These are the type of music we make. Now, I know the next question you're gonna have is, well, I make all type of stuff, right? That's gonna be their next question. I'm gonna do a whole video on that because I get that, you know, because you as a producer, you have a wide range. You're like, hey, I like making all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when I go and I consult with a producer personally, what I find is that they tend to have one style or close to one type of thing they do the best, that they do the most, right? So it's like 80-20. Like 80% of your beats are like this and the other 20 are like this. And so one of the mistakes is that you start trying to target the artists, you know what I'm saying, that represent only the 20% of your beats. For example, like I have a producer who makes nothing but dope trap beats. He's like, well, I got a couple beats that R&B artists could use too. I'm like, yeah, but you got 100 trap beats and you got 8 R&B artist beats that R&B singers could sing to. Why would you even put any energy into trying to get R&B artists here? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to do what your most likely customer is going to be. What do you do the most? What do you do? What comes easiest to you? What do you feel the most? You know what I'm saying? And it can change. Doesn't mean you have to stick to that one forever, but in terms of, you know, trying to start and build your brand and multiply your sales, you want to close in on a niche. You want to close in and get a focus and laser target focus. You know what I'm saying? And if you can even, you know, pick niches that are still being searched for, but at the same time is not, you know, super saturated, that's the sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the other thing. Or if you could kind of, you know, craft your own lane, you know, you do your own thing, you know, make sure your sound is different a little bit, that's even better, you know. But if not, don't worry about that. The key is you got to make sure that the people coming to your beat site are most likely to purchase your beats. So that can be, again, if I make trap beats, I want trap artists. And everywhere I advertise, everywhere I put up a beat, it's going to say trap beats. I'm going to make trap beats, these such and such type of beats, right? So that way, before they even get there, I know the beat play, the play is a quality play. So now if I get 1,000 plays and nobody buys and they're quality plays, I know probably my beats are trash, right? That could be it, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe I just have the wrong beats in the wrong order. You know, that's another video for another day, but a lot of times your beat player is ordered wrong. You know, your beat player is ordered by the last beat that you made, which, you know, or what you think is hot, when the beat player should always be ordered by the beat that sold most recently and the beat that sold the most. So the beat that sold the most always is your top beat. If you got a beat that sold 10 times, then that beat always goes at the top, right? Until another beat, and the beat that sold recently, you put that second, right? But if you got a beat that sold 10 times and 8 times and then 5 times, then beat that sold 10 times at the top, 8 times, third, like that. And if you got a newer beat, you know, you can slide it in the top 4, the top 5, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, if you're trying to make money and you want to, you know, get the people what they want, then it's always going to be beats on your player that sell more, that just capture the spirit of people, and there's something about it, you know, and then probably maybe a beat that you don't even like, you know. That's why I don't give a damn about what I like, because all the shit that I like, people, and I'll be like, yo, this is it, man, this is it, it's out of here, they gonna love this, man. It should be like crickets. People listen to it like, I ain't even buying that shit. I'm like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't hear this is a fucking hit? You know, I get all my ego shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all crazy, man. Y'all artists are dumb. Y'all don't see this as a hit, but really it's something about it they're not feeling it. Maybe I got the vision in my head and they don't have the vision when they hear the beat. So, you know, it could be anything like that. You know, of course I get offended, you know, like any producer would when people listen to it and don't buy it and you feel like, man, yo, how you ain't getting this one? This is the one, you know? So I get on my ego trip too, but then, you know, I always make sure, you know, I do good business and my business overtakes my emotional content, meaning that I'm gonna still put the best beats, the beats that people are buying, that's always gonna be the best beat, regardless of what I personally feel. So that's the one I'm gonna put at the top. You know what I'm saying? So that's another little nugget, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, making sure that your beat is, you're ordered in the right order, because at the end of the day, if you get 1,000 artists to your beat site and your beat plays go up, but the first beat they hear, they're not feeling, then the second beat, they're like, this ain't really it either, then they out of there. You know what I'm saying? You missed a great opportunity. But if that first beat is like, yo, this is, woo, you know, so it's always going to be beats that people feel, and you can't really explain it. Sometimes you know it's the one that you know. Sometimes it's been, sometimes like, yo, this one right here, something about it. And then people hear it, and you know it's interesting because, like, if you put on, sometimes it goes viral by itself. Like, you may put it on YouTube and people sharing, you're like, damn, why? You know what I'm saying? Or you see the comments, you may put it up on your Facebook, or and people are just like, yo, you know, you done put up a couple beats and it been crickets, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like cricket, you like, damn, man. And then you may put it up on your YouTube, put it up on your Facebook, and it's like, oh, people like, yo, that's something, oh, this shit hot. You get in the comments, you know, that's how you know. You know what I'm saying? Music is always judged by the people and the people's responses. You know what I'm saying? It's never judged by what we personally feel, even though it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So you know, try to see which beats is gonna get the responses from the people that make them stop and comment and say, yo, this shit is nasty. There's something about this. You know what I'm saying? And when you find that hit, you know what I'm saying? Just like a artist that's trying to find that hit record. You know, they put out some hit songs and it's like, that's cool. That's cool. And then it's something about a record they put out, and then bam, it's something that you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that hits your spirit, and it just spreads like wildfire. You know what I'm saying? And people just go out and buy it, they spin it, they go listen to it at the club, they stream it. You know what I'm saying? And 3 songs before that, you know, they were just crickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Maybe they core fan base like it. Then it's something that hit. And that's just like our beats. That's the same way. We're looking for those hit beats that just catch people's emotions, these artists' feelings, and then that spreads like wildfire. We want to put that at the top. And that's going, you know, I've seen producers get 5 times the sales just by doing that. Now, you may say, Postman, you ain't seen it. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, I consult something, I've seen it. I'm like, hey, you got the wrong beats at the top. It can be as simple as that. And you're like, well, I didn't know it was that simple. But that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't think about it like that. But anyways, man, so it's all about your beat plays. Make sure your beat plays get up. That's what your issue is. So, yeah, do that. And what we can do is make sure you go get the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint, you know, so you can learn how to get the traffic and everything we just talked about. You know, like I said, Facebook ads. I mean, I'm showing you on my screen. You don't have to think. Like, why would you sell beats online and not get the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint? That's the most retarded thing I've ever seen. Now, some of you that have the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint, please comment and help these producers, make them feel good, because I already know how it is, right? If I would have been like, if I'd have came on video and said, hey, I'm going to show you how to go to college, get a degree, spend $50,000 a year, get out in $200,000 in debt, and maybe you can get a job making $30,000 a year, being underpaid after you just went, $100,000 to $200,000 in debt, and now you got a piece of paper, you got a degree, and now you can say you're somebody and you're successful. Now, if I would have come on here and say that, all your parents, all your friends would say, oh my God, this guy he's a genius. You should follow him. He knows what he's talking about. I like him, right? Like, oh yes, he's just so great. Now, if I come on here and say, hey man, I'm gonna show you how to make some fucking money with your talents and gifts by getting online and selling some shit. Oh my God, he's a scam. Are you sure? Oh, he's a scammer. He's gonna show you how to make some money. Oh my God, he's gonna show you how to sell beats on the internet. What? Like, it's a scam. Are you sure? Like, are you sure he knows what he's talking about? Are you sure? This is impossible. Who makes money on the internet? Let me do research. You know what I'm saying? It's just the craziest, dumbest, goofiest shit I've ever heard. But if I say, go get $200,000 in debt and get a piece of paper, and now I can call you successful, like, oh my God, he's so smart. If I tell you, hey, let me try to make some fucking money on the internet, dog. It ain't even that hard. You're already making beats. Oh, is he a scam? He must be scamming people out of money. Why is he doing that? Oh, Lord. So I'm having fun with it. But I'm just saying, like, so the other producers let the other producers know, give them some confidence, because I know it's just like, it's so crazy that someone would teach you how to sell and make some money. Oh, Lord, who would do that? Who would show you how to make some fucking money after you've been making beats all this fucking time, not making nothing? And somebody created a course just showing you how to market, who's only been marketing for the past 15 years online, ain't had a job since he was 19, and made his first $1 million before he was 30. Who is this? I'm not. It was this guy. I was making six figures online by the age of 23, and most of you guys were still in college at 23, if you even went to college. I never went to college, right? So he must know something. Built the whole industry on his back. He must know something, doesn't he? Something that's probably valuable. No, but you'd rather go spend $30,000 at college a year and get a piece of paper and go in debt and then get a fucking hand clap by your parents who say, oh my God, look at my son. He's so smart. He got $100,000 in debt that he has no clue how to pay, and the government ain't gonna let him file bankruptcy and get it off. In fact, it's with you for life no matter what you do. You can't get a goddamn student loan off your fucking, your record. It's on there for life, and you got to pay it until you die. And your kids got to pay after you die. That's smart. But this dude on the video saying, hey man, I done did this, let me give you the blueprint to how I did it. Damn it, and just show you how to do it. Like all the other producers are doing it, so you can have a fair chance at living your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, how could no one would ever do that? Why would you believe this guy? He's sitting there and saying this. He don't know what he's talking about, and the person you're listening to is a fucking clown, because they don't know how to do shit. So how they telling you what is real and fake? You know what I'm saying? This world is crazy, man. I know I'm just going, oh, this should be hella funny, man. But anyway, man, get the Be Selling Blueprint. Because on some realistic stuff, it shows you how to get the traffic, the target traffic to your site. You know what I'm saying, to your beat site. And if you have a beat store, if you don't have one, you can get one at Airbit or get BeatStars. And it shows you how to market and sell. So that way you don't just use these platforms as a glorified paid hard drive, right? So essentially what we do in the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint is it was a 4-week course, right? A 4-week training masterclass. And you just look on my screen as I show you step by step, right? Show you step by step how to get traffic, how to get sales, how to build a nice email list, how to use YouTube to get organic traffic and get ranked, how to use YouTube to do paid ads too, so you can start getting sales like that. I just step by step, and there's no guesswork. It's not like a class. It's just you looking at my screen and just copying what the fuck I'm doing, okay? How to find big fish so you can get bigger deals, etc., right? Because you want big deals, and how to find those people, those A&Rs, and network with them, and how to find music supervisors who can pay big money for your stuff. I show you exactly on my screen how to do it. So it's not like I'm giving you theory. I'm just showing you on my screen and doing it, and you just copy what I'm doing so you can start getting the success, okay? That's called the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint, and you can get it right now. It's on price. It's at a great price right now. It's very affordable. College is like $30,000 a year, and you're going to come out of there not know nothing about how to make no type of money with your gift. So anything less than $30,000, damn it, is a deal, right? It's a steal. Because not only that, it's an investment, because you learn how to actually start making some money, man. And it's sad that they don't teach us this in school. So Postman's teaching it, right? So it's called the Ultimate Beat Selling Blueprint. I'll put the link right down there. Okay, I'll put the link down there in the description. And you click that link. You can go to liveoffbeats.com/B, if you don't see a link down there in the description. So liveoffbeats.com/B, and you'll download those Me Selling Blueprint. You get all 4 weeks immediately, and we got some bonuses for you as well to make the investment, so that way you can, we can make it so enticing that, you actually take some action and actually get it and change your life. Because if we don't give you bonuses and give you all this value, you're going to be like, oh, should I do it? Oh, is it worth it? Oh, so we got to force you to change your fucking life. But I get it, because people got to force me sometimes, so I'm not mad at that, right? So I made it enticing. We put some great bonuses in there, so it's way more valuable than what you're gonna have to make in your investment. But make that investment now, because the price will be increasing. Why? Because it's too fucking cheap already. You got producers making all this money using it, and I'm like, yo, you didn't even have to hardly invest nothing. Like, yo, let me start raising my prices around here, man, because you're getting all this bread. You know what I'm saying? You imagine what you make over the course. Imagine if you start making $2,000 a month, just $2,000. I ain't talking about no big money, but over the course of 3 years, that's an extra what, 30? That's an extra 48. That's an extra $72,000 in 3 years. Extra $72,000. Like, I'm saying, you might just stack away. You may just save that. Whatever you do with it, invest in something else. Invest in a studio, whatever. So you can make. So I'm like, I might be getting robbed out here. Let me go raise these prices right now. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, much love to you. Liveoffbeats.com. Just messing with you, man. But go get that Me Selling Blueprint. It's the shit, man. Like, it's the best. It's the best course that we've ever put out. We've been putting out courses since 2007, man. So, this is the one I really believe in this more than anything, because of the results producers are getting after using it, man. It's just like, yo, we get testimonials, it's literally every day about, yo, this is the best shit that I've ever been through. The results are amazing, because again, it's not guesswork. It's not a classroom. It's just look at my screen and just do it. So that way you don't even have to guess. It's like a shortcut, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, liveoffbeats.com/B, Ultimate Selling Blueprint. Love you, much love, all the producers out there. Let me get out of here, get back to what I got to do. Actually, I'm about to go get some breakfast, because it's the morning time and I'm hungry. I want to schedule to eat at a certain time. So I'm going to get some breakfast and I'm going to get back to work, man. You get back to work, man. Keep watching this video, get back to work. Much love, peace.